Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. First of all, thank you to Laura of Brains for filming this video today. We are at the Crawshay Arms where Brains, the Welsh rugby team celebrated their win of 2008, the Grand Slam. In this very bar, we're going to go in and join Bill, again for Brains. Nice lovely old pub, is this one? From your original old pub, is it, this one? Great. Hello Bill.
Hello Simon.
We meet again from last week.
Nice to see you yet again.
How was your day?
Last week
Yeah,
was...
the GBBF, sorry.
Yeah, busy as always. You know, great to see loads of different people. Some people returning to try, you know, because they've known our beers for a while, and other people trying them for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's always a busy event, you know, yeah, interesting part of our calendar every year, and never ceases to be a source of enjoyment.
Great job. It was one of the
great satisfaction. Really.
Yeah, it was a very big bar you had there at the GBBF. It stood out really well. But I've got to ask a bit of a silly question. Did you sell all of the beer that week?
I don't think there was much left at the end of Saturday,
Okay.
Which is a good sign really, because we sent, I think we sent 50% more beer than we did last year.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a good sign that we didn't have much left at the end.
No doubt you'll be there next year. No.
Hopefully.
So we're here today. We chatted at the GBBF. Brains have brought out a new original stout. First of all, I'll get the label up to the camera, and perhaps Bill can explain the choice of label and why they decided to go with this, because it does look very, very good, I think.
I mean, I think we were going for, you know, what we would call a modern but, you know, traditional look, and we've gone for quite a simplistic sort of label.
Absolutely.
You know, which really we hope stands out, but you know, shows that it's certainly a Brains product.
Okay.
And I think, you know, it looks quite impactful.
Yeah.
And complements the beer on the inside as well.
I think if I seen this on a shelf next to a few other stouts, I think it really does stand out. It's black and white. It's black and white, isn't it?
Yeah, and for us, those are the, you know, the true colours, and the red as well is also a colour of Brains really. So, I mean, the reason the product came about was, you know, we've gone from not producing any stouts 18 months ago to now we've got two.
Okay.
We've had our Brains Black, which you're familiar with.
Absolutely.
On the back bar there, and that's still firmly available as a draft product and as a widget can product.
Right.
So it's purely the cream flow version with the tight creamy head.
Yeah.
And dare I say the Guinness word, like you would expect a creamy pint of the Irish stout.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were actually asked to produce this by Tesco.
Yeah.
Probably a reflection of how popular dark beers have become again, that Tesco wanted to make a feature within all of the stores in the whole of the UK on stouts.
Oh, fantastic.
So they were aware of our credentials in producing award-winning dark beers.
Yeah.
Asked us if we would like to submit a stout in bottle for them to shortlist for this feature. So we did that, and this product's become one of 5 stouts that are part of this new feature across the whole of the UK. So it's, as of last week, it's available in Tesco stores across the whole of the UK.
Make sure to check it out.
Hopefully most of the UK public haven't got far to go to find this product. The reason we've gone with the original stout is it's presented in an original way. It's not a cream flow way, it's not a widget way. So what we've gone for is a low carbonated bottle version.
Right.
Brains have had a history of producing bottled stouts in the past.
Yeah.
You know, what we've done is we've taken the opportunity to sort of, you know, this opportunity to rebring that to market. So, you know, it's not the same in terms of what we're producing here than the Brains Black. Basically, it's, you know, it's done specifically for being a carbonated bottled product rather than a nitrogenated smooth product.
Yeah. For the public, like for me as a beer drinker, I'm very excited by this because what we're basically saying is Tesco's throughout the UK are going to, instead of going up to the beer rack at the moment or maybe last week and seeing all the stouts and the IPAs all mixed up, they're basically splitting the segments. That's how popular bottled beer ranges again, in more or less like wines, where you see the Chardonnays and the French wines, the Italian wines.
And I think, you know, that started probably, you know, you can go at the moment and, you know, you'll find ciders in one place, you'll find lagers in one place, but then you'd find ales. What we're seeing now is a further subdivision of ales. Yeah. As you say, I was going to say, like wine has done. So, you know, now we're starting to see, so people can really, you know, and this is a new thing for them, whether it kicks off, but hopefully it'll allow the consumer who knows what style of beer they want to actually go for a particular style of beer and then look at the choice available.
And I think also it introduces new people to this new, because I think everybody goes into supermarkets intrigued by new things, and they're going to walk past a stout sign, if you like. They're going to see these stouts and they're going to go, there's a choice from Guinness. So I think 90% of people in the UK, if you ask them to go and buy a stout, they will buy that Irish stout, which we're talking about. And now they've got choice. They can go brains and whatever else.
And you know, there's plenty of stouts out there that are, you know, that can take Guinness on, in my view. You know, I think our Brains Black can take it on as a draft dispense. I hope, you know, people consider that our original stout can take on their versions in bottle equally as well, really. So.
Fantastic.
So, would you like to have a taste?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's
bottle over there. I'll let you help yourself.
Let's get this beer open. If I could just turn towards me a little bit, just to be able to see what I'm doing. There you go. Just get it poured out for the viewer to see. Just pouring out exactly like you said, Bill. It's low carbonated. It almost, well, it's not almost. It is a natural drink. No, there's no forced carbonation in here, or
there's a level of carbonation in there. We have to bottle a product. You can't bottle it without you know, without some carbonation.
I see.
We've got to keep the oxygen out of there. So,
right. Okay.
But it's not a heavily carbonated beer. So the idea is that it's smooth to drink. It's not going to be gassy. Yeah. You know, so but I still want to try and get a reasonable head on it. It's not the same sort of head you would get on a nitrogenated product.
Yes.
But you know, this is a carbonated product. This is a different animal. This is
okay. I think that's.
So give it a go.
Yeah, that was Bill explained it much better than me. I kind of review beer, and it's great for Bill to be able to say exactly what's going on with the beer. So we got a one. Good. I think we had a 2-finger head to start with. The consistency of the head, it looks really good. It's slightly tanned in colour, and there's a nice complexity to the head. The beer itself it looks like a fantastic classic stout. So I think we'll do a chin moment, Bill.
Cheers.
Cheers. Give it a try. And this is smooth, isn't it? It's fantastically smooth. And the first thing I get is the dark malts mixing with the fruity yeast that we tried in the brewery, and it goes so well. It goes so well. I can really well. It says to go out and pick up 3 or 4 of these. What kind of meal, what kind of food would you, if I was to ask you to buy 4 of these in the supermarket, take it home and have a meal, what sort of food would you go with this, Bill?
I think the stouts go with a range of stuff, really. You know, I think you know, the classic with stouts is you know, good hearty, you know, sort of beef stew and things like that. But equally, you know, you can choose. Well, obviously with it being in bottle, you can choose to chill it more or less if it's
right.
These are, you know, served on the warmer side. But if you serve this fresh from the fridge, then equally as well, it would go with a barbecue on a nice summer's day and be equally refreshing, really. So, you know, I think the the malty taste are there. There's still a nice kick of bitterness in there, the real sort of stout bitterness in there. But it doesn't detract away from what we're saying. Is try and keep the smoothness in there. Really. So
it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. That was my next question really. I was going to ask if you're watching the channel for the first time, if you are local or if you're interested in Brains, you've typed it into YouTube, you've come up with this video, you're interested in trying this out. I'm going to ask Bill, what sort of temperature range would you look to, so you can chill it? Would you chill it right down, or would you just maybe an hour before you wanted the drink?
I mean, the beauty of take-home product is you can serve it how you want it.
Right, okay.
You know, my personal preference, I would serve it straight from the fridge.
Right, okay.
That's how I would drink it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's your taste is this is at the warmer end.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, I preferred it straight off the counter, if you like, the kitchen counter. I'd go in from the supermarket, put them down on the counter and just grab them off, and everyone's different.
But, you know, I've tasted it over a whole range of temperatures.
I see.
Like any beer, it tastes different at different temperatures.
Yes, it does.
And, you know, tasting it at this temperature, it's equally as good as if it's cold. I would serve it cold. Yeah. But everyone to their own, really.
That's it. Yeah, it is everyone to their own. So if you're new to real ale, craft beer, stouts, you can either chill this, or if you prefer it on the warmer side, you can just take it off the shelf. It's got a massive flexibility. Okay, Bill, I'm going to put you on the spot here and ask if you can get out as many flavours as you can from the taste.
You're putting me on the spot now. I mean, all the classic roast flavours in there. So it's got roast flavours in there. There's hints of coffee, there's hints of licorice, there's hints of caramel. All those flavours in there. There's a slight sort of burnt astringency in there, which sort of kicks through with the bitterness at the back of the throat as well. So there's so many complex flavours. Using dark roasted coloured malts are such a fantastic brew material to work with, because they are not one-dimensional, they're multi-dimensional in terms of what they deliver. Not, you know, outstanding the fantastic colour that they deliver as well. So, you know, you can carry on as long as the day. You know, as brewers, we tend to stick to the traditional things. We don't go off on things that are a bit more obtuse. But everything that I've described there is in that beer. You know, which I think makes it a cracking drink.
It is absolutely classic stout, if you ask me, and it really does stand right up there with the competition. It's right there. It's such a good drink. This drink is widely available throughout Tesco stores throughout the UK. Yeah. So go check it out. Revisit the review if you want. Crack the beer open. Drink the beer with us over and see if you can get all these different tastes. The licorice, the chocolate malt, the dark roasted flavours. And check out Brains' website, which is www.sabrain.com. Thanks to Laura for filming. Thank you very much, Bill.
Cheers.
I think I've covered everything. Have I covered everything with?
I think so.
I think we've covered everything. Tuning again, I'm sure we'll be here in the future reviewing some of the fantastic beer that Brains are bringing out. And cheers.